Okay, so good morning to everyone. 15 people so far.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, is that who was that? Evelyn? Yeah, I got yours. You sent it yesterday, Evelyn.
Yes,
Uh,
last night. Thank you.
no problem. Uh, I also got Ezedine's and Santiago's. Let's see, Amina, I have hers. Okay, great. So good morning to everyone. Let's just wait a couple of minutes. Alexia, Zenaida, Buda, Maurice. Yes, Santiago, I got yours. Alexia, yeah, I do believe you sent yours yesterday. Yeah, Alexia, I got yours. So, okay, so I've gotten about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 16. I'm still missing a few more, so please try and get it into me, at least before the afternoon.
Good morning, Mr. Morgan. Would it be okay if I could stay back after class later? There are some things that I missed the first session in
Yeah,
Excel,
sure. Yeah, no, not a
and,
problem, sure.
and that's why I'm having a little bit of trouble with the assignment.
Okay, sure.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
fine. Okay. As a dean, did I miss something? No, not yet. I'm just gonna wait another couple of minutes and just discuss a few things. Yeah, got your assignment marks and I got the exam. Now your exam marks, they're automatically given to you, but I still have them here. Christiana. Yeah, Christiana, I have yours, yeah. Yeah, Yin Hong, let me just check and say I'm pretty sure I have yours.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yin Hong, when did you send that to me? Let me just go check and see.
I sent yesterday
Oh yeah, I got it.
evening.
Yeah, yeah, May, right? May 10th?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Sorry, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, Vern, I can send that to you today. Just remind me at the yeah, at the first break, I will send it to you. Okay, I'm still missing a few people here. Okay, so okay, Kara, okay, now I have to they still have to set me up for the account, the My Campus login account. They haven't set me up with that yet, right? So so I've been asking IT to do that. And that'll allow me to upload your marks. If you want, I can just I can tell you your marks at the end of class, right? So that's not a problem too. Or I can just email you just 2 marks. That's fine. Okay, so regarding the marks, so we did a quiz last week, a test last week, and we did an exam, and you did an assignment this week. The assignments that I marked so far, they're all pretty good. So I wouldn't worry about that. Now, yeah, the next quiz, the next assignment, I was going to give you for PowerPoint. Okay, now there's going to be a change. I'm not going to give you an assignment. I'm just going to give you a quiz on chapter 1 and chapter 2 of the handouts, right? Because there's just not enough time to give you to cover the material to give you an assignment, right? So for tomorrow, okay, so just to write that. Okay, so tomorrow, so for Thursday, you'll have, instead of an assignment today and you hand tomorrow you'll just do a quiz, okay? And the quiz will have 20 questions. And it'll be about chapter 1 and 2 of PowerPoint. Okay, so we'll do that tomorrow. So just go after class, study chapter 1 and 2 of PowerPoint. So we're doing chapter 1 and 2 right now. So study those 2 chapters, and tomorrow there'll be a quiz, and that quiz is going to be worth 15%. So instead of giving you an assignment, we're just going to do a quiz because just not enough time. And I'm still learning the ropes here, and I'm still trying to get organized here. All right, so that's going to be tomorrow. Towards the end of class, I'll give you the quiz. Any questions about that?
Hello, sir. I just joined.
Yeah.
Can you just repeat what you just said?
Okay, so can you see my computer screen here?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, so Thursday, there'll be you'll have a quiz tomorrow instead of me giving you an assignment today. Okay, there'll be a quiz tomorrow, and I will mark that, and that'll go towards your final mark, and that's going to be worth 15%. And it's just going to be on chapter 1 and 2. So the material that the chapter 1 and 2 will start today. So just study those 2 handouts, and I'll give you the quiz tomorrow. So yeah, so it'll be just 20 questions tomorrow. Okay. The exam is going to be on Thursday. Exam will be on Friday, and that'll be 30 questions. And we'll go over the exam tomorrow.
So
Anyone have any-
tomorrow's,
Yeah.
so tomorrow's quiz is only on PowerPoint.
It's going to be on PowerPoint, just chapter 1 and 2.
Okay.
Please check the chat rooms there. Right. Okay, no other questions. Good to see anyone else come in late. Right, and so for those of you who still haven't handed in the Excel assignments yet, so please get that to me today. And like I said, the marks are very good thus far. So everyone is doing extremely well from the assignment. Okay. Now, so tomorrow you'll do the quiz, and then we'll talk about the exam. It's very important that you study for the exam, because the exam, if you have to get at least 70 to pass the exam. Okay? Now, if you on the final exam if you get less than 70, then you'll have to rewrite that exam over again. Okay, so I'll try and prepare you as much as I can, but please make sure you study the Excel and PowerPoint and the material that I give you to help you study. Okay? If you do that, then you should have no problems with it.
Would it be possible to do like a study session that we did for last week's test the day before? So
Yeah,
before-
yeah, that's what we'll do tomorrow. Okay, so
Okay.
tomorrow, should we do the study session first and then the quiz? I don't think about it. What to do tomorrow? Yeah. Okay, so we'll do the study session and then the quiz, or the quiz and then the study session. I'll see about that.
Okay.
Okay. Just a couple of things regarding Excel, and we'll go over this tomorrow as well. On the exam, okay, for Excel, there's just some things I've got to mention to you, which I didn't mention to you. Excel, okay, if you all look at my spreadsheet here, my computer, my screen, my interface, here, I'm going to press Control and just make this a little bigger here. My scroll wheel, go up. All right, so Excel has many functions. Okay, so if I go into the formulas, I can get all these different functions here, and I can get, like I said, I think it's about 450 inbuilt functions. You can also create your own functions, but you have to know a bit of programming. But regarding functions, right? So we always start with an equal sign, and then we start with the name of the function, right? So the functions are listed alphabetically, and depending on the first letter we put in, it'll search for all the functions underneath that letter, right? So if I put in, let's say, S, it's going to look for all the functions that begin with S, and as you can see, there are a lot of functions here. And these are, like I said, they're all built-in functions. Now, there's a function that you should know. It's called time. Now, if I type that in, and if I look here, the screen tip tells me TIME, and now it converts hours, minutes, and seconds given as numbers to an Excel serial number. So if I press my tab and press the close in parentheses, and sorry, not the time one. I shouldn't have given you a time one. Okay, this is the one here. Okay. Okay. First of all, if I look at time, open the parentheses, I have hour, minute, second. So it's telling me it needs 3 arguments I have to put in. Okay? Now, some functions you don't have to put in any arguments. They'll automatically do what they're supposed to do. So, for example, here, if I type in equals and NOW now, okay, and here it returns the current date and time. Okay, now every function has to have an opening and a closing parentheses. Now, if I press enter, okay, that's what I get there. I get the date and time there. Okay, so some functions, like I said, don't require arguments. You can just type them in, right? So just know this one right here. Okay, this is the now function, equals NOW, open and close parentheses, and that just gives you the current date and the current time right now. I may have to revisit this again just to get confirmation about something. Okay, and another thing, okay, regarding Excel, and I saw this on the exam. Okay, so that's the number 1. I press enter. Oops, let me just go here, go to home, and make sure I set the general. I saw, and make sure that's set the general too. All right, so that's 1. I'm going to press enter. I have 2. I'm going to now press A. So once again, as you can see, the letters start from the left side, the numbers start from the right side. Right? So if I type in a word, let's say boy, okay, it's going to type from the left side. If I put in a number and press enter, it's going to shift it to the right side. And that's how it does it. That's how Microsoft Word does it and everything. Okay. Now here's a number. I got a letter. I got a number here. On the exam, if you're getting something like this and it says to you, well, what is this? Is this a text or a number? Well, obviously you're going to say it's a number. Okay? This is a number. This is a text. This is a text, and this is a number. Now just be careful. If I put in, let's say, 23_5_4, okay? As you can see, what happens here? It didn't shift over to the right. So what is Excel treating this, as a text or a number? Anyone know?
Because of the underscore, it's changed it to text.
Yeah, it's a text. Okay, so just bear this in mind. Excel will, if you see a question like this, Excel is going to treat this as a text, not a number. If I type in, let's say, it automatically is a mathematical operation, okay, operator. So it's going to convert this into a number. So just bear that in mind. If I go up here and I type in, she lives at 2 Young Street. How do you spell Young Street? Okay. Okay, as you can see, even though there's a number here, Excel is treating this as a text. Right? So just know that the difference between text and numbers. Now, just for your information, this is not in the exam. Sometimes Excel users want to know if they're creating formulas. You don't have to know this, it's not in the exam. But they want to know if the value in the cell is a text or a number. So there's a special function you can use to do that. You type in equals and type. And then I click this cell right here and I press enter. It's saying 2. If I go to the next one and type in type, press the tab, and I click here, it's saying 1. So anytime you have that particular function type, just tells me if it's a text or a number. If it's a text, I get 2 returned. If it's a number, I get 1 returned. So let me apply that format to all these other ones here. So as you can see, Excel is telling me that this is a text because I have 2 returned. The boy is a text, 2 is returned. This is a number because 1 is returned. This is treated as a text, okay? Because 2 is returned. So that function, let me go back in here, type in F2. It's called type. In programming, programmers always want to know what type of variable they're dealing with, or what type of piece of data they're dealing with. If it's a number, if it's a text, if it's a date, whatnot. For example, these are considered types right here. Okay, so all these are considered different types here. So that's just something you don't have to know, but just know that if you see a number like an address, that's considered a text. If it's just a number and a decimal point, that's considered a number. Let me just check the chat rooms. Now I'm going to ask someone a question here. Just the last thing about Excel. If I type in equals, right, 2 plus 3 times, I don't know, let's say 4. Okay. Now, just remember, there's an order of operations here that Excel follows. Okay, it's bracket first, exponent, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So I've got two operators here, addition and multiplication. What's it going to do first? Anyone know?
Multiplication.
Yeah, it's going to do the multiplication first always, okay? It's not going to say 2 plus 3, 2 plus 3, which is 5 times 4, that's 20. It's not going to do that. It's going to say 3 times 4 plus 2, right? So just remember the order of operations if you get a question like that. I know I'm jumping ahead. I should discuss this tomorrow, but we'll talk a bit more about it tomorrow anyhow. Okay, let me just check my email here. Okay. I'm going to check the chat room. Anyone have any questions? Something is missing here in the chat room. Let me see. Right. Okay, so Excel. I have a friend of mine. He taught himself Excel really well, and now he works as an Excel consultant. You know, and he charges like over $150 an hour. And this is from a guy who just taught himself how to work with Excel, and just went online, taught himself, just went on the YouTube and whatnot, and got books. And he devoted like about 3 hours, 4 hours a day to learning this stuff, right? And he had a full-time job. He was like a security guard or something like that. And then he did this for about a year. He was teaching himself, and then he got so good at it, he started to market himself, and now he's doing quite well. So if you have a skill underneath your belt and you're really good at it, yeah, I'm convinced you can make a living off it. Okay, so now let's go to. Okay, anyone have any questions thus far? Okay, so let's go into PowerPoint. So for today, we'll do PowerPoint chapter 1, 2. I'll try and start chapter 3. I'll give you a small little practice quiz towards the end of the class. And there's something else I have to discuss with you. Was it something else that okay, it didn't come to my mind. Okay, no problem. Okay, you people can all see my screen, right? This is a PowerPoint. So I'm going to go into File. I'm going to go here to New. And when I click New, I'm taken to well, if I go into File, I'm taken to the backstage. So remember this. This is called the backstage. Every Microsoft application has a backstage. So the backstage gives me a whole bunch of different options. Like I can create a template. I can go here, get information. I can save it. I can print it, share it, and so on. So when I click File, automatically I get to the backstage. I'm going to go here and click blank presentation. And this is what appears. So this is the default interface that you will get when you open PowerPoint. Okay, so let's look at this here. Actually, let me just, you know what? Let's just go through the this first. And that's on chapter 1. Chapter 1. All right, so I uploaded this to the folder. So you'll need to study this. So you'll need to study chapter 1 and chapter 2, creating a presentation and customizing a slideshow for the test tomorrow. So creating a presentation. So PowerPoint. Okay, so PowerPoint is a presentation application, right? There are other presentation applications out there, but PowerPoint is probably the most functional. There's so many things you can do with PowerPoint, including programming too, and that's something other applications don't offer. Other presentation applications don't seem to offer it. All right, so creating a PowerPoint presentation. All right, so before you create a PowerPoint presentation, you should choose a focused topic, define a clear purpose, identify your audience. You should ask yourself these questions. Okay, how much will your audience members likely know about your topic, what they might do with the information, and whether they would appreciate some humor interjected into it. All right, so when you open okay, so guidelines for creating a PowerPoint. Okay, so use a title slide layout for the first slide, sure. Use content layouts to provide concise bullet points or to insert graphics. All right, so if I go back into PowerPoint here, all right, when I open PowerPoint, this is the interface that appears. Okay, so I have so I've got this view right here, which is this is called the slide view. The bottom here, the side here is called the slide thumbnail. Okay, so I can add slides here and they'll appear right here. And at the bottom here, if I click right here, notes, okay, I get a note pane, and I'll show you how to work that. The note pane allows you to create notes for each slide, and as you're presenting your PowerPoint, only you will see these notes. All right, so, and here I've got a ruler up here, and I've got a vertical ruler right here. Now here, if you look here, I've got these two boxes here. If I click inside the box here, I have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little circles that appear here. And these are the resize circles. So you put your mouse over one of the resize circles, and it changes into two arrows. So that just means you can resize this. If I click in here, I can do the same. Okay, so I've got two placeholders here. These are called placeholders. So by default, when you open up PowerPoint to a brand new document, blank document, PowerPoint will give you these two placeholders, and you can add content like text. If I click in here, I can just type anything. Okay. If I just click down here, okay, and in order to activate it, you have to click in here. So just click inside anywhere here, and you can type anything here. And you can see there's a slightly smaller text size, okay? It's a smaller text size, and you could change the size of the font. But generally, when Microsoft creates these, create a PowerPoint, they paid these graphic designers huge amounts of money to help programmers design how PowerPoint should look in terms of graphics and how to, create presentations. So they put a lot of thought into this. So generally, it's small. It's big here because when you create a presentation, your first slide will have a title slide and usually big font size, and then you'll have some subtitle underneath, and that's a smaller size. And like I said, you can change the sizes. If I want to delete this, okay. Oh, first of all, if I click here, you notice here there's a broken line here. And if I don't think I can make this bigger for you to see that broken line. Okay, you can see it slightly. There's a broken line right here. It's surrounded by a broken line. If I put the mouse over the border, if I put the mouse over the broken line, my mouse changes into 4 arrows. And if I left click and hold, I can move it anywhere I want. So I can only do it from there. And after I moved it, it changes into a solid. If I click back in here, it changes into a broken. So if you put the mouse over the broken line, left click, hold, and drag, you can drag it anywhere. Let me check. If I want, I can put the mouse right here over one of these circles right here, and it tells me the direction that I can move in. So it's saying I can move in a horizontal direction, left or right. Here I can move diagonally. If I put it right here, and I can move diagonally. Now, this is standard for all Microsoft's applications. If you're working with text or images in Excel, Word, or anything, when you click the image, you'll get these resized circles appearing, these resized handles. Now, this one right here, okay, so this allows me to rotate it. So if I put the mouse right over the arrow, my mouse changes into a circular little arrow there. It's hard to see, but now I can left click, and now my mouse changes into 4 arrows, and I can press left click, hold, and drag, and I can rotate it in any direction, left or right. Okay, now this ribbon here, so I've got a home tab, I've got insert tab, draw, design, transition, animation, slideshow, record, review, view, help, and I have storyboard and shape format. Now, if I just click in here, click back in the text, you can see I have shape format that appears here. If I click out, that shape format tab goes away. So whenever you click inside a text box, you'll see a tab appear, and if I click it, I get all these options that I can apply to this particular text box. So I can go in and I can change the borders. I can go in and change the fill color, and I can go and change the outline, and I can maybe add a thicker weight to it. So let me just get back out of here. And as you can see, there's a lot of similarities between all the applications, Word, PowerPoint, Excel, in terms of some of the features here. Now, if I click here, new slide, okay, I get these options here. This one I got to explain to you very carefully. Okay, here, if I click new slide, I can insert a new slide. Now, if you look at these slides here, they're all different. The slides here, and they each have a different name, like this is called a title slide, which is what is the default slide. Title and content, section header, to content, comparison, and so on. These are just pre-made sort of slides, and you can just click one of these. And for example, when I click, I'm going to click here this one. If I let me just delete this one. I'm going to right click and just go delete. All right, so I clicked this slide right here, title slide, and if you look at the picture here, it's saying that there are 2 boxes here and they're separated. I'm going to change that to, let's say, this one here, to content. Right now, I've got the second slide, and it has 2 contents here. Okay, so this is for one content, and this is for another, and this is your title slide or your text slide. So you can, and if you look here, I have these right here, and we'll talk about these a little later. But if you click one of these, you can insert something, like I can insert a picture, I can insert an icon. If I go online and I click this one right here, let's say pictures. Let me come. Let's see, I want to go online here. Okay, let me just go right here. Okay, just for your information, I think I saw a question about this on the exam. If you go into insert, okay, and if you go pictures and online, can someone look at this interface very carefully and tell me what the browser is? Can anyone tell me?
Playing?
So you said Bing?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so a lot of Microsoft applications, they're going to use Bing as the browser. They're not going to use Google. And so just remember that. So if you click one of these, it's going online through Microsoft's Bing browser, and that's Microsoft's proprietary software. It's not Google. I guess they wanted to make sure Google and Safari were out of the picture. Okay, so let's go back here. I'm going to click the first one. Okay, so now as you can see here, I've got these two slides here, and I can left click and activate one of these slides. So I'm going to click right here, the first one. I'm going to type in, let's say first, press enter. And I'm going to actually, I should press enter. Let me do that again. Type in first, and I'm just going to click out. I'm going to click the second slide here, and I'm going to go and just type something here. I'm going to say second. Now, as I'm typing, I can see it here, and I can go back and forth between the first and the second slide here. Now, if I want, I can change the order of these slides. Okay? And it's not uncommon when you're doing a PowerPoint presentation, you might have maybe 10, 20, 30 slides right here in the slide thumbnail. Okay, this is called the slide thumbnail pane. I can just left click, hold, and drag, and I can change the order. Right? And so all I did was left click, hold, and drag, and as you can see, I can change the order again. Okay, so right here. Okay, now as I said, when Microsoft created PowerPoint and when it improves when it keeps coming out with new versions of PowerPoint, they pay graphic designers a lot of money to help the programmers create the new updates and whatnot to make PowerPoint better. And so one of the recommendations that these graphic designers said is that you should not include no more than 6 bullet points per slide. Okay? So a bullet point is, if I go back in here, okay, go here. So a bullet point is, let's say, I can go and insert, and the bullet points were, okay, just type in first. What are my bullet points? Okay. So here are my bullet points. Okay. If I press enter, I get another bullet point. I'm going to type in second, and so on. Okay. So Microsoft recommends, just for the sake of presentation and graphics, that you not put more than 6 bullet points on your presentation. That's a judgment call. You might want to put more, but generally, like I said, they put a lot of study into what they're doing here, and they say no more than 6 is the best to get the reader's attention. Don't overuse graphics and animations, and keep the look of your slides consistent by using the built-in design. So these are recommendations from graphic designers. Don't overuse elements, don't overuse pictures and animations, and make sure everything is consistent. Use the same font style, use the same font, the coloring, and that has a better effect in terms of grabbing your reader's attention, your viewers' attention. All right, so set up your slide. We'll discuss this a little later, but there's an option here to how you want to set up your slides. So you set up your slide show either to be given in person or navigated manually or run automatically. And this option here is right here. Let me go into slideshow and click right here. No, it's not custom slide, but is it? Oh, right there. Set up slideshow. Generally, you accept the default values. No need to change it. And you just leave them as it is. But you can set it up to be presented, browsed by an individual in a window. You can set it up so only a speaker can activate it, or you can set it up to be looked at from a kiosk. Okay, so if you have like kiosk at work or whatever, you can set this, and your PowerPoint will play automatically through a kiosk. Right. Let me just cancel that here. Back here. Okay. So presentations. Creating a presentation. You can include notes, a script, and you can add a recorded narration. Okay, so for the when you're doing presentations, I've seen presentations where people will include a lot of pictures, graphics. They'll include videos. You can insert a video. You can insert links to videos like YouTube, Just one thing. There's a very handy feature that I just want to show you. It's not on the exam or anything like that, but it's very handy. If you go into insert here, you'll see this thing right here called screen recording. If I press this, this appears, okay? And my mouse changes into a little black cross. I don't think we're going to discuss this. I have to check. Maybe I'm jumping ahead. I've got to check again. But if it, I can repeat it again tomorrow if it is on there. I have to look those files. All right. So now my mouse changes into a black cross. I'm going to go from here, hold, left click, and drag out. And now I can press record, and everything is going to be recorded by PowerPoint and saved. So if I press this record right now, a little countdown, and I can go and just, do anything I want here. I can, I can switch my screens if I want. Okay. And let me go back to PowerPoint. All right, and everything is going to be recorded. I can record someone in any other application. And so this is called a screen capture recording software, and it's a very handy thing that PowerPoint put in, because normally you've got to pay a lot of money to get screen capture software. It's like about $200, but Microsoft automatically inbuilt this in. Now, if I want to stop it, I'm going to just go up here, okay, and right there I can just stop it. I put the mouse to the very top, and I get this interface comes up, and I'm going to just stop it. Now, when I stop it, okay, it's going to show me, it's going to save it right here. And I'm going to make this a little smaller. Right now, if I press this one right here, it's going to play everything that I did. And you can't hear the sound because I can't access to, PowerPoint can't access the sound, but it's been recorded, right? Now, if I want to save this and send it to someone, all I have to do is put the mouse right here, right click, and go save media as, and I save it to my desktop, and I can email it to someone. So that's just a handy feature. If you want to get rid of this thing, I just click it and press delete. Okay, so yeah, so that saves you quite a few $100s in terms of buying screen capture software. All right, does anyone have any questions so far? All right, let me just go here. Okay, visual aids, headers and footers. All right, so headers and footers, they're very standard in all Microsoft's Office applications. Okay, adding a header and a footer. Let's see how that looks like. Okay, so I'm just going to, I'm going to click this here, it's X, to get rid of this window pane. So once again, these are called window panes. Okay, I can see 3 right now. I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm going to go back into the first one here. And I'm going to insert a header and a footer. So I'm going to go into insert. And I'm going to click this one right here, header and footer. And once again, when I hover the mouse over the header and footer button, a screen tip appears, and it gives me information in terms of what this does. I'm going to click right here, header and footer. And now this comes up, right? So now I can insert, let's say, the date and time, and that's going to appear right here at the bottom left. I can insert a slide number. That's going to appear on the bottom right. And a footer. I can insert a footer here and put something in here, type something in here. Let's just say Anderson. And I can apply it to all of them or just one of them. I'm going to apply it to all of them. Right now, so if I click the first one here, it looks like nothing has happened. But okay, if I launch it, okay, and I press F5, okay, make sure you know that key, F5. Okay, so F5 will start, is the shortcut key to launch a presentation, right? So just remember that key, F5. Shift F5 starts the presentation from whatever slide you're currently on. So if I go here to slide 2, I can press Shift F5, and that's going to start from just the second slide. So when I did that, okay, you could see the footers at the bottom there. So let me just go back here, and I'm going to say remove that. I don't want that. I'm going to remove the header and the footers and apply that to all. So now it's gone. Okay, so let me just go here. So with headers and footers, you just have to be careful if you want to apply to a single slide or apply to all of the slides. So just bear that in mind. Right, so we'll put on here. Okay, so the slide master view, I do believe that's in the second. So we'll get to the slide master view a little later. Okay. Okay, so footers. Now, when I created that footer, okay, can anyone remember how many placeholders there were at the bottom? Can you remember seeing that? You can see the answer right now. So, but it's 3. So that applies to Excel as well. Usually you get 3 placeholders where you can put the time, the date, the page number. Okay. Oh, sorry. How did I jump ahead so fast? Oops. Sorry, I was in the wrong. Oh my goodness, I was in the wrong thing there. The wrong one. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's go out here. Okay, so we covered a lot of this. These questions here makes when you're going through the 2 handouts, you'll get these questions throughout the handouts. Just make sure you know them, right? Make sure you understand this, okay? Because I've noticed on the exam they like to get questions like this. Which tab do you access so and so? So to access the new button slide, you have to go into the home, okay? So if I go right here, the new slide is right. Where is it? Okay, right here, home. Okay, and I see the new slide. Okay, so let me just go back here. Okay, so we did this. We entered text. Okay. Okay, so we got to enter information here. All right, so let's just try this here. I'm gonna go back in here. I'm gonna click this, and I'm gonna press the delete key, and now it's gone. I'm gonna press this here and press delete, and that's gone. I'm gonna go back here, new slide, and I'm gonna click this, the title slide. Okay, and now I've got 2 slides here. I'm gonna go into here, and I'm gonna click this one right here, title and content. So now I've got that type of slide here. If I move them out, okay, if you look here, I'm left clicking, okay, and I can, when I left click in between or after a slide, a little kind of orange line appears there. So that's a divider, and that has to do with putting separators in there. We'll talk about that I do believe tomorrow. Okay, so now I'm going to click in here, and let's go into a new slide, and I'm going to put another one. Let's say 2 content. All right, so I've got 1 slide here, I've got another one here, and I've got the 3rd one here. I'm going to click the first slide here, and I'm going to just click in here, and I'm going to type first slide. Now I'm going to click out of here, and I'm going to go into design. And while I'm in design, I'm going to go right here to customize and format background. I'm going to change the color here. And I'm going to, it'll say by default, it'll pick solid fill. I'm going to click right here, and I'm going to change that to, let's say, a red background. And I don't want to apply it to all. If I apply to all, then all of these will become red. So I'm going to go down to the next one. And I'm going to, instead of going to design and format background, I'm going to just right click in the white space here. And I can go to format background from here. So there are 2 ways of doing this. I'm going to change the background color of this one right here now, the slide 2. I'm going to change that to, let's say green. I'm going to click the 3rd slide here and go into design, go into format background, and I'm going to change the color here to let's say blue. Okay, so I have red, green, and blue. I'm going to click the first slide here and the second slide, and I'm going to just type in second slide. And I'm going to click this slide right here, click in here, type in third slide, or just third. All right, so I have first slide, second slide, and the third slide. Okay, so now I'm gonna, you know what, let me just click in here. I'm gonna go add some text here. Now here, okay, if I click in here, this particular placeholder is designed to carry bullets. So I'm gonna say, let's say name, date, age. So this particular layout, this design here, if I go back into home, go into layout. Okay, that was a title and content. Okay, I can see the name of this particular type of layout or this design. Okay, if I click this one right here and go into layout, okay, it's telling me this is called a to content layout. When I did my a while ago, when I did my PowerPoint exam with Microsoft, they asked me specific questions about the names of the layouts. So they would give me like a picture, and I would have to know what this comparison or this section header, or I'd have to know the name of the layout. So they were pretty fussy about these things. Okay, so now I'm gonna just click here, the first one, right, and I'm gonna press F5. Now there are many ways to activate a slide presentation. The shortcut key is F5. I can also go right here, okay, and I can click slideshow right here at the bottom here. Yeah, I can click. You see this this symbol right here. Right, if I click that, I can activate the slideshow. I can go into slideshow right here, and I have these options here. Okay, if I click this one, that's the same as clicking F5. If I click this one right here from current slide, that means if I'm here, then I can click here, and it'll only play from here, and then it'll go to here. It won't play from the beginning. Let me just go back in here. Yeah, and I'm gonna press F5. Right, and this is what I get here. I'm gonna press my tab, and that's gonna move me to the next one, or I can press my right arrow key. If I press my right arrow key, that goes to the next one. If I press my left arrow key, that goes back. Okay, so just know those. Okay, so the right arrow key goes forward, okay, and the left arrow key goes in the reverse. Okay. Back there. Okay, so I click back in here. Okay, so just know that these boxes are called content placeholders. Okay, they're containers that you place content in. Okay, the content can be text like this. It can be a video. It can be a picture. It can be, let's say, a link. Okay, it can be, let's say, an Excel sheet or something like that. Okay? So that's what these boxes do. Okay? You provide content only in these boxes here. Okay, so whenever you like type something in, it's going to automatically go into a content holder. Okay? I cannot put anything outside here, outside these content holders, okay, or these placeholders. Yeah, I cannot, let's say, put something here. I've got to put something here and then shift it up there. Okay? All right. Now this is very important. You have to know these. Okay. Normal view, slide sorter view, the notes page, and the reading view. And you have to know what each of these does. Okay, so the normal view is the default view, right? So when you open up PowerPoint for the very first time, it's going to open up in the normal view. You have slide sorter view, which displays all the slides in the presentation in one screen as thumbnails. And you have the notes page view, which displays the current slide with any added notes below it. And you have the reading view, which displays a slide in full screen view and is often used to review our presentation. So let me just go back here. All right, so this is the normal view right here. When you don't open up PowerPoint for the first time, you see the normal view. This is the default view. This is the thumbnail view. Here is the notes. And let me just go here to view. You can see them better. Okay, if I go into view, if I click view here, if I look here on the left, I have this group of commands, and the group of commands is called presentation views. So just remember, okay, under every tab, you have groups of commands with their own special name, separated by vertical lines. Right? So this particular group of commands is called presentation views. Okay, so I have normal view, I have outline view, slide sorter view, note page, and the reading view. And once again, when you hover the mouse over each of these, it gives you a screen tip, right? It tells you what it does. Let me just, I just need to turn on my AC. It's getting a little hot in here. The weather's been pretty nice this week. Okay, let me just check the. Okay, anyone have any questions thus far? Okay, let's just continue on then. Okay, so a content placeholder is formatted to contain this by default. So by default, it's designed to contain a bulleted list. Okay. So once again, if I just go here, if you look here, okay, this you can see there's a bullet here. So by default, it's going to contain bullets. So once again, bullets are just the little circles, okay, and you can add your own by going here to home and go right here. And you can have all these different styles of bullets here. I'm going to just click here, and I'm going to change that to another style. Let's say this one right here. And now I can just first, second. I'm going to change it from there. Let me see. I'm going to change it to this one right here. And this is third, fourth. I'm going to click in here, and I'm going to go back here. And let's change that to that. So these are bullets. So by default, these content placeholders you'll see a bullet there with some text. Yeah, bullets are crucial when you're doing presentation slides. Okay, here, let's just talk about the notes page. Okay, so I'm gonna just now if I
Yeah.
just click one of yeah.
Can you just go back a little bit to the bullet, the answer, please? I just want to take a screenshot.
Okay, that's going to be on your that's going to be on the notes, okay? The PowerPoints. Okay, so it's in the folder that I sent to you, okay? So I'll just actually, you know, let me just go here and just see that folder. If I go here into handouts, okay, and if I go into files, here in PowerPoint, okay, if you click that, you'll have the all the documents that you need for the exam. Now for tomorrow's quiz, you only have to know the first one. So UC that's U6C1 and U6C2. So 1 and 2 only. Okay, so that's for tomorrow's quiz. So all the information, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, and so just remember, yeah, all the information is going to be right here. Okay, let me just get back here. Okay, so the notes, creating a note page, adding notes. Okay, so I showed you one way of adding notes, and that's just go right here. Okay, you see a button right here called notes. You click that, and that'll allow you to insert notes. And when you insert notes and you do a PowerPoint presentation, only you will see the notes. Okay, your audience will not see those notes. All right, so one way is to simply click right here, the notes, and then you'll have some space appearing right here, and you can start typing. Now, when I type, what I type right now is only applicable to this green slide. If I click this one right here, I have to add new set of notes. Okay, so this is for the blue slide. If I go up here, as you can see, I have to add new notes here. I can say this is the red slide. My typing is not that great. My typing speed is non-existent. Okay. So when I click each of these, I can go down here and I can see what the notes for each of these slides are. So and if I want to remove, if I want to hide this pane, I'm just going to click this one right here, and that hides it. And if I want to put it back, I just click this right here, which says notes. Now, if you go into view, you'll have this thing called here Note Master, and this is just another way of creating notes. Like I said, there's many ways. Microsoft has designed many functions to do the same thing, and that can overwhelm people too if they're not used to it, right? So if I click here, Note Master, all right, this is what I get here. So now I can actually, let me just jump in. Yeah, sorry, this is not the Note Master. I want the Note Pages. Let me get out of here. Go to view. Okay, yeah, sorry, it's the Note Pages I want. Okay, so Note Pages. Sorry, I clicked Note Master. That's not what I wanted. I want the Note Pages. And this is just another way of putting notes. I'm going to press my control button, and press the scroll wheel to move this a little, get this a little bigger. And as you can see, I have the notes for each of the slides here. And so that's the, this is the first, I'm scrolling down using this, the vertical scroll bar. So this tells me what slide I created and the notes here. I typed in, this is the red slide. If I go down, here I typed in, you can start typing. I should say, this is the green slide. Delete that, I'm gonna say this is the green slide. And just click out. I'm gonna go down to the next one. And this is for blue. So now, using the note pages to create notes is much more functional because I can change the font size. So if I click right here and highlight this, and if I go into, let's say I can go back into home, and I can make this bold. I can increase the size from here. So some people like that, but the main advantage here is I can add more information here and I can see it. Okay, so let me see if I can create that small text here. Yeah, I can do that from here as well. I didn't know that. So that the text that I just what I did was if you remember that code I typed in for Microsoft Word equals rand open parentheses. So that's what I did right here to generate this dummy text. I'll show you that from here. All I did was type in equals. Make it a little bigger. I typed equals rand open parentheses, and I want one paragraph of, let's say, 15 sentences, and press enter. Okay, and that's what I get. Okay, now if you want to make your zoom in and out, you can do that right here as well. And like I said, this is standard for all Microsoft's applications. You should see a zoom slider. And I'm going to make this minus, make it a little smaller. I'm going to get rid of this one right here. You want that. Now, how do I get back into my main view? Okay, this is the note pages view, right? Many ways you can get back to your main view. You can go back into view and click here, normal view. So if you ever get lost in PowerPoint and you want to go back to your original view, just go into view and look for normal. Another easy way of doing that is to just go right here. Okay? Right here. Okay? This is the normal view. Right, so if I click this one here, I get normal. This is the slide sorter, and this is the reading view. And that's the slideshow that activates it. All right, so if I go back here, if I click this one, normal view, I'm taken back to the normal view, which is the default view. And if I just scroll down a little bit, let me just see if I can move this up. Okay, I can move this up here. And yes, I should be able to manipulate this from here as well. So if I just click here, I'm going to delete all this right here. I'm going to say, this is my first slide, full stop. I know if I highlight everything here, okay, and I'm going to highlight everything very slowly. All right, so now I can change the font from here as well. Okay, so you can many ways to change the font. Just highlight it, and I can increase the size from here. Make it 16. And italic, and now if I didn't change, what happened? Oh, I think it's because yeah, I put it in view and I created those note pages and I set it for that value there. Okay, so let me see that. But anyhow, go back to the normal view. All right, so okay, so just a question for you. See if anyone's on their toes here. When you open up a PowerPoint for the first time, okay, it goes to the normal view. And how many panes does it normally show? Does there know 1, 2, 3, 4? Anyone want to take a guess?
2.
Close. Okay. It's 3. Okay, so you have the notes view. Okay, you have here the main view right here, and you have the thumbnail view right here. So you get 3 there. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, so that's we talked about that. Okay. Okay, so the note panes appear in the normal view. Okay, so the note pane view, the note panes once again is this right here. Okay, if I click this one right here, the 3 lines in the word notes, okay, that will activate the note pane view. Okay? And that appears in the normal view. Yes, let me just got it. Okay, so apply a layout. Okay, so we mentioned the layouts. I'm just going to go over the layouts one more time because this is very important, especially when we get into the slide master. Let me just remove this or hide it. I'm going to go back into home, and here under new slides, I have these different types of layouts, right? And here I have those same layouts again. So I've got about 6 of them, 9 of them here. You don't have to know the names of each of these, but just know that each of them has a name. and a specific type of pattern to it. Okay. And by default, when you open up the normal view, it's the title slide layout that will appear. So you can apply a layout to any one of your slides, or you can apply one to all of them. So by default, the title slide is going to be applied to all of them, unless you change that. Okay. Okay, so anyone have any questions thus far? Okay, Evelyn, no. Zarina may no. Okay, so let's just take a break for 20 minutes and come back at 10:30. Okay, I have 10:10 right now, so we'll come back at exactly 10:30. Okay, so take 20-minute break. Come back at 10:30. Okay, good. Yeah, so Shabana, I will see you after the class. Did someone want to? Oh yeah, I think who wanted the link to the Excel? Let me just go back. Oh yeah, Verna, sorry, let me send you the link right now.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Good. And okay, there you go. Okay, so I guess we're all back here. All right, so does anyone have it? Okay, so does anyone have any questions about anything that we've done thus far? Okay, no. Okay, now there's something I just want you to do. Okay, it's an in-class assignment. Okay, so it's a very simple assignment. Okay, it's an in-class assignment. And this is what I wanted to do. Okay, so create a PowerPoint slide. Include 4 slides. Change the background color. And just add any text, so add random text to it. All right, so that's it. Just try this, okay? I'll give you 20 minutes to do this. At the end of 20 minutes, I'll just come around and check, right? So you can, if you're done, you just tell me, and I'll just look at it, and you can present it, okay? So make sure that you can run it too, okay? So you have to run it by pressing F5, and that should automatically do it. So just try this right now. So you create a PowerPoint slide presentation on your computer, create 4 slides, use the default layouts, change the background color to your preference, and add random text, and then run it. Okay, so that's all I want, right? So just try that right now. I'll give you about 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. Right, and then I'll ask you, or you can volunteer your screen to share with me, right? That's it, okay? Anyone have any questions about this? Okay, great. So just take about 15, 20 minutes to do that. If you have any questions, yeah.
Yeah, question, sir.
Yeah.
You said the default layout and 4 slides, but there
Yeah.
are 3 slides only for the default. Is that correct?
No, just you will create 4. There's 1 slide by default, right? And then you add
Yes.
3 more, right?
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
Gotcha.
it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
So okay. So something like this, right? You have 1 slide, then you add some more slides, and you
Okay,
have
sir.
4. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. So just take about 20 minutes and try that. Okay, Rigato, I have yours as well. Okay.
So, sorry again, how many slides you want?
Just give me 4 slides.
4 slides, change the background, and what else?
So, okay, let me just put it, let me stick this back there. Hold on. Okay, that's it right there.
I can see the screen. You're not. It's not shared.
It's not shared. It should be shared. What's going on here? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay, there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Marlon?
Yeah.
So it's not letting me get into PowerPoint because it's saying I have to go to my browser and change like the security for pop-ups.
You're logging on to Anderson's online, right? Account. Okay, can you just, Kara, can you share out your screen with me?
Yep. So let's see. If I go sign in Microsoft 360.
Yeah, that's fine, right? Yeah. And yeah, okay, you already
Yeah.
signed in. That's fine.
Yeah.
On the left side here, you see on the if you go to the far left side,
Yep.
you see Outlook, Teams, Word, and Excel.
Yep.
If you go to the three dots, can you see those three dots at the bottom? Just click that. Now, yeah, just click that. See what happens.
And then I select the blank because I have to make one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's worked.
Oh, okay. There you go. Okay. So it's probably just
Thank
logging
you.
in. Okay. No
Thank
problem. Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Should we add text in each slide? Each slide?
Yeah, you can add a random text in each slide. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's not a problem.
Sorry, one more thing. Can we go back
Yeah.
to the screen so I can see what the assignment is?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Let me just go back there. Can you see it now?
Nope.
Okay. Oh, sorry. You should. Okay. Can you see it now?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Sure.
Professor,
Yeah.
I have a question. I'm working from a MacBook. I'm trying to run it, but like I don't know the shortcut key for like the
Okay.
Mac.
Oh, for the Mac. Oh, you're on the Mac.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you just share out your screen with me one more time?
This is Huda. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Huda. Yeah. Huda, can you for the Mac, yeah, the shortcut keys for the Mac are, but you can also just go into let me just show you for a second. You can go into where is it? View, not view, or a slideshow. Go into slideshow and click from beginning.
Okay. Play from start?
Okay, when you hover the mouse over from beginning and current slide, what does the screen tips tell you?
When I
Is
hover
there-
over play from start?
Yeah, does it give you a screen tip?
No, unfortunately. It just there's no shortcut or nothing. If I put my mouse over it, it just says play from start.
Okay, so I have to just find out what it is. If you go into Google or Safari and just say shortcut key for PowerPoint in Mac, you might get something, right?
Yeah, but it's completed. So like how would I
It's-
share?
Okay, to share it, you just share your screen with me. That's it.
Okay.
So if you want, you can just yeah, just put the share on your the top. You see that towards the top
Sure.
right.
Okay, one second. Okay.
Okay, sure. I'll do that too. Share.
Yeah. Okay. So Evan, you want to go first? Not a problem.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Sure. Ezadine, can you hear me now? Ezadine cannot hear. Okay. As in, everything's fine here on my side. If you want to just email it to me as well, you can do that as well. Because
Can I do that? Because it's telling me to like go to settings and like do a bunch of stuff before I can even share with you.
okay, then you
Yes.
want just go to download it on your computer, right? And you can share it with me. Or email it to me, right?
Oh, well.
I mean, Evelyn, if you want, just download it and just send it to me. Huh?
Oh, okay, sir. Thanks. Yeah, I
Sure,
don't
okay.
know how to do it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I can get it and launch it. Not a problem.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Okay. Okay, Bernard, done. Bernard, you want, you can just email it to me as an attachment. Ezadine, can you hear anything now?
Okay, sir, I will send it to you.
Sure, okay.
Hi, sir. I'm also using a Mac, so should I just try to share it with you, or?
If you want, you can email it to me. If you want to try and share it with me, that's fine. I can take a look at it.
Sure, let me try and share it with
Okay.
you.
Okay, Sabana, can you share that, or you share your screen?
I'm trying to share it. It's just share.
Just
Hey, Marlon.
yeah. That
Yeah, I would like you to just display
sorry, Mina, what did you say?
the instructions for the practice. I'm just following it as I'm.
You want the structure? Okay, no problem. Hold on.
And
This
I was
one's
asking if you, yeah, I would like them. Yeah, I'm following. Then I
okay.
was asking if you have received my assignment.
I haven't looked at it yet, right?
I sent it before class. Just
Oh, you have, if I've got it, yeah, I think I have it. Yeah, I do have it here.
Okay, sir. Send to your email. Thanks.
Great, thanks, Evan. Check here. I need to access Teams on 2 places.
Sir, done sending. Please check your email. Thank you.
Sure, okay, great. Yeah, I need to get my email set up on my cell phone. I haven't done that yet. Okay, so just send it to me, okay, and I'll just take a look at it. You have my email, right? So if you want, just send it to my email address at the Anderson College. Right, and so we'll get on right now. Okay. We'll move on. If there are no more questions. Okay, great. All right, so we'll finish up on lesson 2. Okay. I'll give you a small little practice activity, and we have to talk about something too. Let's talk about something. Okay, so let's just move on to chapter 2. Okay, here. Santiago, Amina. Okay, so Amina, yeah, I got your assignment from yesterday. Okay, regarding the assignments, let me see who I've got so far. Okay, so I've got Kara's, Yusra's, Zanida's, Marisa's, Alexia's, Aseneth's, okay, Chris's, Zaza Marine, Zara, Zarinamin. Sorry, yeah, that's her name. Okay, Zarinamin. I have Berna, I have Huda, I have Joanna, Luis, Cristiano, sorry, Ian Hung, Maze. I have Evelyn's and I have Amina's. Did anyone I miss sent it and I didn't get it? Okay, Santiago, I need to.
So what?
Okay, these are the people who give me the assignments. Please go here.
I gave you mine today.
Rigiato, is that you? Yeah. Rigiato, I have yours right here.
Okay.
Yeah, I got yours. I got Santiago's, Amina's, Evelyn's.
I've sent the PowerPoint too. Have you received it?
Rigiato, yeah, I think I got your PowerPoint just now.
And the Excel as well?
The Excel assignment I got, yeah, you sent that. That's the important one. I got that, yeah.
So what about the PowerPoint? I just sent it.
PowerPoint, I don't see it. I don't see the PowerPoint. I have the PowerPoint, Chris, Marie, Evelyn, Berna, Santiago, Mace, Karas, Udas. Now you might want to try sending it again.
Just send it, take a while.
Okay, and I just got to speak to some of you here. Okay.
So I have a quick question.
Yeah.
I sent the slides, but I don't know if I don't think mine is like in preview mode or like movie mode. I don't know what you would call it.
Oh, that's
Like,
you mean the
is that
normal
okay?
view?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
think if
that.
you open it,
You
it's just
know,
gonna show the 4 slides.
yeah, no, that's fine. That'll have, it's going to open up in a presentation mode. That's fine. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. All right, so let's just move on here. Okay, so when you finish that PowerPoint, just send it off to me. Okay, I'll just take a look at it. Okay, so now, oh, we have to go and one more thing. All right, PowerPoint has themes, and these themes are much easier to work with than with Excel or Microsoft Word. They're very actually handy, and they're very powerful, and they're very easy to work with. All right, so a theme if I go into back into PowerPoint here, let me see if someone has a question here. No, Santiago, it's okay. I've got it. Okay, Azadine, you can hear me now. Yeah, no need to change the file name. You can just leave it as it is. Okay. Find my. All right. If I go back into PowerPoint, where is it? Under insert. Insert. Design. Okay, under design. Yeah, I have themes. Now this is similar to Excel and Word, but it's much more easy to work with. I'm going to click the first slide right here. I'm going to go into design, and I'm going to click one of these themes. Let's say this one right here. Hover the mouse over it. It's called Office theme. Okay. This is called. That's another theme. Okay, this is called Office theme. This is called the Facet theme. Gallery. Integral. Okay, so if I just click this one right here and put that in there. Okay, so I'm going to click right click and I'm going to say apply to all slides. And it's supposed to apply to all my slides and it's not applying. What am I doing wrong here? Okay, unless it wants. Okay. See this one here. Okay, let me just undo this. Okay, this one. I just want to try an experiment here and see why it's not putting them all in. It should apply them to all of them instead of just one. Okay, getting this up here. The idea here is that you can take one of these themes and you can apply it to all your slides, not just one. But I'm not sure why it's not letting me apply to all. I shouldn't have to do individually like this. Going on here. Maybe there's something, a little quirk in my office. Okay, but the idea is, huh?
I had this sort of problem when I was doing my Excel assignment. I was trying to apply formatting to a range of cells, and it was the first cell I picked, the value in that cell, all the other cells just changed to that value.
Okay, no problem. Just speak to me after the class regarding that one, okay? All right, so okay, so the idea of putting a theme here is that you can apply a theme to all of these, and I should have an apply button to all these. This is kind of new to me because this is very easy to do. You just click the theme and it applies automatically. So I'm not sure what's going on here. I've got to figure this out. Okay, but once again, the idea is that you click one of your, you can click one and you go up here and you apply a theme to it, and it should apply to all of these. Okay? It should apply to all your sites, not just the first one. Unless, okay, I'm going to delete this one, and delete this one. Okay, unless I have to duplicate them. Okay, so that's probably it. Okay, so I have to create one slide. But it shouldn't do that. I don't know why it's doing that. I shouldn't have to. I should be able to create slides and then apply one theme to all of them. I shouldn't have to make a duplicate. By the way, to make a duplicate of a slide, and I think there might be a question on this. To make a duplicate of the slide, you click the slide and you press Control and D. D as in Debbie. Okay. So press the slide and press Control and D, and that makes a duplicate of the slide. Okay, so those are themes. Let me see what's going on. I think it's something with my computer here, and I need to figure this out here. Okay, so let's just go here. Okay, so you click the design tab and you can apply a theme to your slides, right? And so you get all these slides here, and they're very colorful. And let me just see if I can apply it with a variant. Maybe that's it. Okay, I can apply it with variants, but I don't want to do that. Okay, so maybe there's a change in how Microsoft is doing this. Okay, so if I click this one right here, okay, there's no variance for this one, so there are variants for this one. All right, so let me undo this here. Okay, so if I click one of these themes here, okay, that's what I'm going to get. And as you can see, it's applying a pattern to all of them, and they're very similar. If I click this one right here, this theme right here, it's called Ion Boardroom. I have different styles here, or different variants. Okay, so with this one clicked, I can go here and click a different variant of that theme. And that applies to, is going to apply to all of them. Let me go here. And so this one here is called Organic. And if I click here, I can apply a variant of that. And it's not applying to the background. And I can apply from here as well. Okay. So this, I need to figure out why this is doing, because it's not applying variants to some, it's not applying themes to some. So let me just go in and check. I'll check into this. Maybe something wrong with my system here. This PowerPoint has been acting up yesterday. All right. Let me just go back in here. Okay, resizing. Okay, so you can resize slides by clicking the slide size button in the customize group in the design tab. So in the design tab, okay, let me go to the design tab here. If I go into design tab, and if I go here, slide size, okay, I have standard and widescreen. These are the two default values that you'll get, and you can pick one of these. And here I have maximize and ensure fit. So if I maximize, it's going to cut off certain portions of my screen. If I click ensure fit, everything will be fitted in, but it might be a little smaller in size. If I go back into slide size, I can go here and customize the slide as well. And these are the different options I get. And as you can see, these are letter size options. Okay. So you can apply one of these as well, but generally you just take the default size. Okay. You can also apply a portrait or a landscape, and you can apply a portrait or landscape to the outlines. But generally, you just leave it as it is. You accept the default values that they are. I'm going to cancel out of here. Was there something on this? I think I saw a question on this one here on the exam regarding standard and widescreen. So just make a note of that. And let me just get out of there. Okay, so here now once again, these questions that you get in the handouts, please make sure you know them, because I've noticed from the exams they do take questions from here, right? Okay, so just know this, which is not true of themes. The theme, only one theme can be applied to a presentation. So which one of these is not true? This one here is not true. So you can apply different themes depending on the slide that you select. Okay, so organizing slides using the slide sorter feature. So the slide sorter feature, let's just here a little. Okay, so where's the slide sorter? Okay, the slide sorter is right here. It's not really that handy a function, I find. Okay, if I go right here and go into view, I have slide sorter. If I click this is all I get, and I can drag and drop the slides into any location. I can just as easily do that from here as well. Yeah, I can drag and drop them from here. So I don't really use the slide sorter very much. Like I said, there's a lot of repeating. So if I go back into slide sorter, I can just left click and drag, and that's essentially what it does. So you can reorganize your images like this way, or you can go back to the normal view, and you can just drag from here as well. Okay, inserting, deleting, and duplicating slides. All right, so let's just talk about this one right here. All right, so once again, I'm in going into my view, normal view. I'm going to go into home. So I have these 4 slides here. Okay, now once again, to duplicate a slide, different ways to do it. I can, let's say, click a slide and right click, and I can go here to duplicate. Okay, and that'll duplicate that slide. I'm going to press Control and Z to undo that. I can also click a slide and press Control and D, and that will also duplicate the slide. Can I duplicate it from? There should be an option here to do that as well. I think it's the probably Control. Let me see, Control C, Control V. No, I don't get a natural duplicated slide. Okay, so if you want to duplicate a slide, the quickest way is click the slide, either right click and go duplicate, or press Control and D. Okay, D is duplicate. Now, if you want to insert a slide, if you look here between each of the slides, I can click a space here. Okay. And if I click a space right here and right click, I can go here, new slide. Okay, and I'm going to click a new slide, and it'll put a slide right there. So I'll show you that again. I'm going to click down here. So I'm going to make sure the horizontal kind of orange or brownish line is right here. I'm going to put the mouse right over it and right click and go a new slide. Okay, and I can insert a slide from there. Let me undo that. I'm going to let's see, click right here. And is there a shortcut key for new slide? I can also go right here and insert a slide from here as well. But I don't think there's a, well, no, there's a shortcut key actually, sorry. It's Control and M. Okay, so let me just see if that's gonna work. Control and M, yeah, that works. Now also for the quiz, okay, just for your information, for the quiz, tomorrow is a graded quiz. Okay, just make sure you know these back sections here. And this section here. Okay, these shortcut keys. Okay, if you see any of these, just make sure you know these. All right, so let's go back into PowerPoint. Okay, and once again, to delete a slide, you click the slide, and you can just press delete from your keyboard. Let me press Control and Z to get it back. You can also right-click the slide, okay, right-click, and it brings up the menu, and you can go right here to delete. Okay, reuse slides. You see, like I said, there's everything you see here, you get here as well. Right, so this right-clicking is just a shortcut menu or context menu, they call it. So everything is repeating here as well in the ribbon. Reuse slides. We'll talk about reuse. Reuse slides is when you want to grab a PowerPoint from a separate file somewhere else in your computer, right? So if I click reuse, I can go and look for another PowerPoint here. I can browse for it. Okay. And then I can click and drag, let's say, a certain slide from that PowerPoint into my present PowerPoint. Okay. I got to see if we're going to, if that's on the for the tomorrow. Got to check. Okay, so now let me just go back into here. Okay, so now now let's go into chapter 2. Okay. Okay, so chapter 2, customizing a slideshow. Working with the slide master. Okay. All right, so the slide master. The Slide Master is something I use now and then, but not very often. I know some people who use it and they swear by it. Say it's really good. I mean, I see the purpose of it and it's a good idea. Okay, so what does a Slide Master do? Well, a Slide Master, okay, the Slide Master, oh, another thing, very important. Make sure you know this. Okay, a Slide Master presentation contains at least one, a presentation contains at least one Slide Master. Okay, so just be aware of that. Okay, so the Slide Master stores details about the presentation's design theme, including its slide layout and formatting. So once again, formatting is the colors, the font size, the shapes, things like that. When you make a change to the Slide Master, that change is automatically applied to every slide in your presentation. For example, if you change the font color on the Slide Master, the font color will automatically change on all the slides in your presentation. Okay, so now let's show you how the Slide Master works here. I'm going to go back into PowerPoint. I'm going to go into File, and I'm going to click a new blank document. And I do this over again. Okay, let me just okay, I'm going to just type in first. And I'm going to just, once again, just to color coordinate this, I'm going to click here, or I can click right here, right click and go to format background. And I'm going to change the color on this one, make it red. Yeah, I'm going to press Control D to duplicate this one. I'm going to click here, and I'm going to right click. Actually, I'm going to right click here. Or I can right click here as well, and go into format background. Okay, regarding the format background, okay, so the different ways to access the background. When you do that, okay, you can either go into design and you can access it, or you can right click and go into format background. I have here is gradient fill. I'm going to click this one right here. When I click gradient fill, I get gradients, and I have here two gradients here. The gradient stops. I see two gradient stops right here, one and one right here. So this allows me to create like a essentially a gradient. I'm not sure what the other. I'm not sure what a synonym is for gradient, but it allows you to create gradients, and you can change the color here. I'm going to change that to, let's say, green, and that's what I get. And I can just move the slide back and forth right like this. On the gradient, I think we're going to talk about this, so I'm jumping ahead. I can change now. If you look here, it's radial. Okay, that's a circular. Radial is like a circle. The radius. So I go here and I change that to linear. This is what I get here. If I go here and I change that to a rectangular, this is what I get here. It's going to have a rectangular shape to it. And I have these other ones here. Right, so let's just leave that as it is. I'm going to go back here and change this name here to second. I'm going to just double click that. I mean, Control D. Let me go here in the solid fill. I'm going to change this to, let's say, this one here. And I'm going to press Control, select it, press Control and D to duplicate it. Click this one, and I'm going to go back in the solid fill. And I'm going to change this to yellow. All right, so I'm going to go here. I have first here. You know what? I'm going to left click, highlight this. So I'm going to highlight the word first. And I'm going to go here and I'll change that to, let's say, a white. And make that bold too. Yeah, and I'm going to go right here and I'm going to type in subtitle. And I'm going to left click and highlight that. Yeah, I'm going to change that to a white as well. I'm going to go here. I'm going to type subtitle here. And that means nothing. Okay. I'm going to go here. And the black and the blue don't contrast very well. I'm going to highlight this one right here. And I'm going to change that to, white goes over black color. And I'm going to type in subtitle again. See, I'm not very color coordinated. Right, and now I got, once again, I got the red squiggly line. So PowerPoint is telling me, look, there's an error here. I'm going to put the mouse over it and look for suggestions. Okay, so I put the mouse over the word and right click. And now it'll give me some suggestions. Okay, I'm going to click this one right here, subtitle. And I'm going to change that to 3rd. And go back here, and I'm going to change this one to 4th. And I think what color goes with yellow? I'd say kind of. Now, if I want more colors here, I can go right here. And now I have these hexagons. This gives me more colors here. So I'm going to click, let's say pink, and subtitle here. And I'm going to highlight this again. Okay. Go into colors, click right here, and look for more colors again. And I'm going to pick a little another version of that. Okay, so now I have these 4 slides. So how does the slide master work? Okay, so I'm going to go into view. And if you look right here, I have what is called a slide master. And if I hover the mouse over the slide master, so the slide master, it says it's a master slide. It controls the look of your entire presentation, including the colors, fonts, backgrounds, effects, and just about everything else. You can insert a shape or logo on the slide master, for example, and it will show up on all your slides automatically. Okay, so let's click the slide master. Okay, so now when I click the slide master, this appears. Okay? Now my presentation is still there. Okay, we can get at it easily. I just have to get out. I just have to go right here, close the slide master, and I'm back. So I'm going to go back into view, go back into here, slide master. And now, so I get all these interesting objects here. So if you look here on the thumbnail, I have this slide right here, and I have all these ones that are kind of subsumed under this one right here. So this is one here is the master slide. Right? And any changes, if I change the font here, it's going to affect all the other slides in my original slide, my original presentation. Okay. So for example, if I let's say I'm going to just highlight everything here, and I'm going to go to fonts. And I'm going to change the font here to I want something that's very pronounced. Okay, so let me go into fonts. I'm going to go down here. Let me take Broadway because that's easily identifiable. Okay. All right, so I changed my master font here to Broadway. Don't worry about these ones here, okay? The important one is this slide right here, the master slide. Now, if I close out of here, oops, I should have applied it first. Let me go back in there. Got to apply that slide master. Okay. Okay, so click here. All right, so now if I go, I change this to Broadway font. But now if I click right here, apply to all, it's going to apply to everything. Now if I click here, okay, I have it. Okay, now as you can see, it removed the background. Okay, so all the background color was removed, and it's the background color was removed because if I go back into view, slide master, okay, the background here is white. So whenever you apply whatever is here, and if you apply it to all your slides, it's going to take the formatting, the coloring of whatever is here. So you have to be a little careful what you do here, okay? So I'm going to just let me see if I can just go right here and go into background style and format background. Okay, let me go with a gradient fill. All right, so I'm going to keep this one, and I'll click apply to all. Now, if I click out of here, okay, that's been applied to all of these here. Okay, so just let me go back into slide master, slideshow, sorry, view and slide master. So the important slide that you when you work with slide master, the important one is this first slide right here. Now you can also insert, like, let's say your company logo. Okay, so if I go into insert, and I'm going to insert a picture here, I'm going to go into pictures, I'm going to go stock images, okay, and I'm going to go through Bing and look for a picture here. Let's just say, let's say, what is that logo here? I just type emblem. No, just that symbol. Okay, so let's say this is my company logo. I'm going to click right here and click insert. And let me just make that a little smaller here. And I'm going to put that right here. Now if I let me just close out of here. Okay, go and close it. And if I go back there, as you can see, I have my logo on all of them. Okay. Now, what's the advantage of using the Slide Master? The big advantage of using the Slide Master is if I have, let's say, about 40 slides here, and I decide to change the font for whatever reason, then I have to go through every slide and I've got to change the font style. If I want to add a picture, I have to go, let's say, to every slide and add the picture. If I want like something like a logo, right? So the advantage of using the Slide Master is it's centralized. You just have to alter one slide and Slide Master, and everything else will be affected on your other slides here. So let me just go back into the view. Go back in the Slide Master. So the Slide Master, okay, so you see all these little smaller slides here. When you're working with Slide Master, the first one here is the important one that you'll be working with, right? So you can change. Here I changed the content of the second writing, not the first one. So I can go here. I can change the font style here, and then that'll affect the font back here. If I go back here, okay, that'll affect the top font here, first and second, and so on. So I only made changes to the go back into view Slide Master. Okay, so when I click the first one here, I only changed the second level font. Okay, that's why the first one was not affected. Okay, so if I want to change the first one, I can just go here and I can change it from here to, let's say, something. Okay. Let me see if I can do it here. Sure, I can do it here. Let me just apply this, see what's going to happen here. Okay, that first font should be affected as well. Right. Let me just go back into Slide Master and talk about something here. Okay, these slides here. Okay, these are layouts, right? And why are these here? And why is this big one here? And you have all these small ones here. If you go into if you hover the mouse over these slides here, it tells you the name of the slide, the design. So this is title slide. This is title slide and content. And it also tells you if there are any slides in your actual presentation that are using any one of these. This is good if you want, let's say, if you have a slide that belongs to a specific layout and you just want to work with that only, right? And you don't want the master slide to be affected by it. So in that case, you will click one. First of all, you have to go into here, and you'd have to insert a slide right here, one of these slides here. So let's say to content. Okay. So now I've got the to content slide here. So I've got two contents here. Now, if I go back into Slide Master, it's going to view. Go back into Slide Master. If I look for the two, let me just have the mouse right here. I think that's a to content one. Or is it this one? Person. My to content should be this one right here. It's this. Okay, the two content here, this one right here. Okay, so actually 3 slides in my actual presentation are using this one. So if I click this one right here, I can actually just manipulate any slide that has that particular layout, right? So whenever you're working with the slide master, and if you want just one slide to be, if you want one slide and you want to alter just that slide's characteristics, okay, you have to know the name of the slide layout. Okay, so you have to be, you have to, like, if I click out of here, I know this one is the to title. I think it's this one, yeah. Where's it? This one. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. I have to make sure that the name of the layout matches the slide. Okay, slide master layout. So this one, if I don't know what the name of this type of layout is, I can click it and I can go here to layout, right? And it tells me right there. If I click this one right here, I go to layout, it tells me that's a 2 content one. If I click this one right here and go into layout, it tells me that's a title slide. So just know the name of the layout. If you're when you're using a layout, just keep the layout name in the back of your mind, because that'll make it easier when you're working with the slide master. So I go back into slide master, then I'll know which one of these layouts is, let's say, a 2 content, and I can go and change that particular layout only. Right. I know this is a little tricky. Okay. But just bear in mind, when you're working with slide master, the important one is this one right here. Right. So if I format this one, if I add a picture to this one, if I change the font to this one, then all will be affected on the other ones as well. Okay, so this is the master one. Okay, so just remember that. Okay, so let me just go back here. Okay. Okay, so inserting a picture. I'll talk about inserting pictures, inserting graphics. Okay, we'll do that. Get in that in a second. Right. Okay, so let me just go back into the slide master here. Okay, so I closed it. Okay, I'm going to go back into the slide master by going to view, going to slide master. Okay, and now I'm going to click this one right here. Okay. The first one, and so we inserted a graphic here, right? If I want to get rid of the graphic, okay, I cannot do it from here. Okay, I cannot do it from these slides here. It has to be done from the slide master. So I click the first one, the main slide master slide. Now I can click this one, and I can delete that. Right? Let me just go back and change the pattern here. So I'm going to go pattern fill. What I can get here. Change the color here. See, you get some really vibrant colors here. Okay. Okay, so background style, we've got the background right there. So I'm gonna click right here. Click the first one right here. So we talked about fonts. I can change the font. Okay, colors. You can, if you these are the different types of theme colors you can apply. So I don't really use this very much. The color, what I like to do is I like to click the first slide and just go into the format background. Okay, and just play a gradient or a solid or a picture or a pattern fill. Right? Okay, so here, if I click the picture or texture fill, okay, I can go here and I can insert a picture in the background. So let me go here. Okay, I'm gonna click right here, insert. And okay, from file, my computer, from stock images, online pictures, icons. Let me go back into stock images. When you're in here, okay, so you have all these different categories here: icons, cutout people, stickers, illustrations. You have cartoon people, and you have a lot of subcategories here as well. So I'm going to go here to icons. Okay, let me go into images instead. Okay, let's look at a picture here. You guys are going to be. Let's try this one right here. All right, so as you can see, that picture is going to be on the background here. Now, if I say apply to all, and I don't pay attention to these ones right here, right? It's this first one, like I said, that's the main one. So now I'm going to also insert another symbol in here. I'm going to go insert, and I'm going to, let's say, insert a shape here. And I'm going to put a star here. And I'm going to just left click and drag out kind of star. Let me try another symbol here. I'm going to insert like that. I wanted a different type of star there. Shapes. Go into right here. Okay, I'm gonna move that right there. And the shape fill, well, let's make it this one right here. So now I've got a background image. I've got the star here. And now if I just close out of here, just go into view and go. Oh, sorry, let me just click in here. I have to click here first, the box and inside the image. And I go into I'm in the slide master already. I should be able to close this out. Okay, let me go into normal view. Okay, and there I go. Okay, so I've got the picture as well appears as the background for all my slides right here. Okay, so something else here. Okay, so we talked about the formatting. Okay, so hide background graphic. Okay, so hide the background graphic. Okay, let me just try this. Yeah. View. Go back in a slide master. And okay, so if I'm going to click this one here, hide background. Okay, so the hide background, okay, will allow me to hide a background. Go back into it only in these ones right here. Okay, so if I, for example, if I don't like, if I don't want the background, if I don't want the symbol to appear on one of the slides, okay, I have to know which slide it is. Okay, which layout it is, the name. Okay, and I think it might have been the to content one. Let me see this one. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay, I think it's this one right here. Okay, so I'm gonna click right here and click hide background, and it shouldn't appear on that one. Okay, I'm gonna go back here, and as you can see, it's not appearing on this one. It's appearing on this one because it's not the same layout, and it's not appearing on this one and this one because these two, this one, and this one, are two content layout. All right. So if I go back into the name of these layouts is called two content layout. So this is two content layout and this is two content layout. Okay, so if I just click one of this, go in the layout, okay, that's what it tells me. It's two content layout. Yeah, it should be two content. Click this one. Okay, that's a two content layout. Okay, my mistake. This was a title slide. Okay, sorry, it was a title slide that I checked. Okay, so if I go back into slideshow, I'm sorry, view. Go into slide master. Which one did I take it out of? This one right here, and that's. Oh yeah, that was a title slide. My mistake. Okay, so it was a title slide that I removed the background from. Okay. So when you work with the slide master, you really have to have a good idea of the names of the layouts here. Okay? And these are the layouts here are going to be all the layouts that you'll find here. Okay, these ones here, all the same names you'll find there, you'll find here as well, and you'll find right here as well. Okay, so the slide master, yeah, it's a little tricky at first. But like I said, when you work in the slide master, the main thing is just to know the top slide, just to work with the top slide, the master slide. You don't have to worry about the other slides. Right? You don't have to spend too much time unless you want to exclude or include an image in one of the smaller slides. Okay, so we talked about this one here. Okay, now the rest is just we kind of went over the rest as it is. Now you can add a footer to your master slide as well. So I'm just gonna go here, go back into view and go back into slide master. And I should be able to here. Okay, if I look here, I have footer and I click here and that'll remove the footer, okay, from all my slides. Let me click here, actually go into there and where's the footer? It should that's layout. Okay, so the footer. Okay, the footer. Okay, you can remove the footer only from these individual slides here. Okay, so if you know your slide layout name, okay, you can add the footer or you can remove it from that particular slide. Okay? But once again, you have to know the name of the layout name, right? And those layout names are just sort of built in there. Okay. Now, I don't want to spend too much time on the slide master because it's not really people don't really use it. It's not really used that extensively, I find. The main thing is when people with PowerPoint, the important thing is the transitions. Okay, from my experience, they have to get the transitions right in terms of the timing and the animations, right? So I'm just going to get out of this one right here, okay? And I'm going to go into oops, hold on. Okay, I'm just going to start the unit 3, chapter 3. Now for the quiz tomorrow, once again, chapter 3 and 4 will not be on it, okay? So from this point onwards, you will not have to know anything for the quiz tomorrow. So it's just unit 1 and unit 2. Okay? Now I'm going to give you a practice quiz later on, maybe in about 45 minutes, and that'll give you some preparation for tomorrow. Okay. So like I said, tomorrow will be 20 questions. If you just know the two handouts, just make sure you know it very well. You should be able to ace it. Okay, so got all your assignments, most of them. Oh, one thing regarding the assignments, only one person got perfect so far. Everyone had problems with the formula. Okay, everyone except one person. Okay, so just as a side note, yeah, one person got 15 out of 15, and most people got around 13 or 14. Okay, but yeah, only that formula was a little tricky. But someone did get it right. So I don't know. I can't recall who she was, but she got it. That formula had to do with absolute referencing. Okay, so yeah, she got it right, but everyone else kind of missed it. But everyone still did. You got I think the lowest mark was like 13 or 14, right? So everyone did extremely well on it. Okay. Okay, so now I'm just going to go into chapter 3, and let me just oh, actually, let's just take a break here, okay? And we'll come back at 12 o'clock. All right. I forgot there's one more break here. Anyone have any questions about this? Oh, hesitate. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see it. Kara, as long as I passed, I'm happy. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you did well. Okay, so I'll see you back at 12 o'clock, okay? Oh, I hear this. Okay, so can we start? They went back. Okay, I'm just going to send you a link here. This is a little practice quiz. It's about 10 questions. It's to help prepare you for tomorrow's test. Okay, so I'm going to send the link right here in the chat room. Just take about 10 minutes to do this, okay? And we'll do the answers together. So I'm going to send the link right now. Susan, right? Yeah, you get the scores from your assignments. When I get them all today, I'll send it back to you. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so try that. Okay. And just take about 10 minutes and do this. Okay, and we'll take up the answers. Okay, so I just need a couple more, just wait a couple more minutes and we'll review it. I'm just missing a few more students.
Sir, what is this one?
Okay, I guess we can start. Okay, so first question, generally, okay, and the keyword here is generally. What is the maximum number of bullets you should include in each slide? And so that's 6, okay? Let me just go and see what the marks were. Okay. So the average was 8.25. So 8, some got 7, 10. Evelyn, you got 10, pretty good.
Thank you, sir.
Alexia got 9. Maurice, 10. That's pretty good. Uh, 8. Okay, so let's talk about this. I didn't want to do that. Okay, so generally, the maximum number of bullets that they recommend, okay, is 6. So if you create a, a presentation, just have 6 points as the maximum. I guess any more kind of clutters up the whole the slide. Okay, normal view splits the screen into how many sections? So the answer to that is 3. Okay, so to access the new slide button, display this tab. So the new slide button is in the home tab. What is the default view and is typically where a presentation is created? So that should be pretty easy. That's in the normal view. You can guess right away. It's the normal view. Let me just see someone has a question here. Okay, SD, yeah, it's not a problem. Let me just make a note of that. This 6, very good. What's this one? Okay, so layouts can include. Okay, this one is in the handout on chapter 1. Okay, so and I think it was a question too. Okay. So it's content, title, and subtitle placeholders. Why is my mouse acting up like this? Okay, which view will allow me to apply different styles from a central slide? Okay, so that's the slide master. Which shortcut key will allow me to create a blank new slide presentation? That's Control and N. So remember, Control and N will create a blank Excel document, a blank Word document. Oh, I forgot to give you the shortcut keys for the Excel. Okay, so I'll give you that too. I forgot about that. Someone asked yesterday. Forgot about that. Let me write that down. Okay, this one here. Which shortcut key will allow me to insert a new slide? Okay. So that's in the handout. Okay, so that's Control and M, as in Mark. Okay, okay. Yeah, this one. The best view to use to reorganize slides is the slide sorter view. Now that's not always the case. You can use the normal view too. Okay, the way I showed you, just left click, hold, and drag. Okay, and you can drag the slide in any order. Okay, in which tab is the slide master? And that's in the view tab. Let me just check my mail here. Okay. It's like Mina sent this. Okay, so okay, so now I'm just going to go on to very briefly talk about chapter 3. So chapter 3 and 4 will not be on the test tomorrow. Okay? So it's just chapter 1 and 2. So make sure you study everything in chapter 1 and 2 from the PDF. Okay. All right. Okay. So for unit 6, chapter 3, adding media elements and effects. So media elements is sound, pictures, videos. So let's just talk about this one right here. Okay. So PowerPoint slides typically use words to communicate ideas. Yes. Visuals and other media can help reinforce those ideas. Visuals make your slides more attractive. Media elements and effects include photos or illustrations, transition effects, sounds, animated sequences, and video clips. I was reading on the internet, MSN. I don't know if maybe some of you read MSN, but there was a girl, I think about a month ago I heard about her, and she specializes in PowerPoint slides, creating PowerPoint slides only. That's all she does. And she's making a lot of money. I think she had made like $2 million. And all she does is she creates these PowerPoint slides, very nice slides. She knows how to work PowerPoint very well. And she sells them. Right? She goes online and she sells them. And she's built up a clientele, right? And so she's doing well. So if you're into if you have a bit of a graphic arts background and you like graphic design and colors and whatnot, that's something you can consider, because PowerPoint is not that hard to master, let's say, compared to Excel. Okay, let me just check and see. Okay, so as a deal, I'll see tomorrow. Okay, so insert a picture, format a picture, insert a video, add transitions, add sound, animations, and so on. So let's just briefly talk about how to insert a picture. Okay, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to go back into PowerPoint, and I'm going to just go into File and click a new one. Right, let me just get rid of this one. All right, so I'm going to go into Insert and Picture. Now you can also copy and paste pictures from the internet. So if you're on a website and you want to copy the picture in there, you can do that. And I think I may have showed you how. I don't know if I did. You just go. I'm going to go into a browser here. I'm going to go into Google. So I'm going to type in desert. Okay, and I'm going to go into video images, and I have these pictures of scenic pictures of deserts. Okay. So I'm going to pick one of these pictures. I'm going to, let's say, pick this one right here. Put the mouse over it, right click, and go copy image. I'm going to go back into PowerPoint, and I'm going to press Control and V. I'm going to click in here or here. I'm going to press Control and V, and that's what I get. Okay, so I get my picture there. So you can do that with most pictures on the internet. You go to any website, you like the picture, just put the mouse over the picture, right click, and you'll get the option to copy. Okay, so this is one way of inserting a picture by stealing off the internet. So just be careful when you do this. The owner gives you their approval. This is kind of a gray area, but my understanding is if something's on the internet, it's public domain, so it's kind of free, right? But that's not always the case. So sometimes maybe a photographer may take issue if he finds out that you're using his picture in an application that you're making a profit out of, right? So just be careful of that. Okay, so I'm going to go into Insert here, and I'm going to go here, Pictures, and I can click pictures from this device, from stock images and online pictures. So stock images, because you have a paid account, you can get stock images. If you don't have a paid account, you will not see this one here, stock images. So once again, stock images, just Bing goes to the internet and looks for the pictures, and it keeps a whole bunch of them on its database. And I can go in and I can insert one of these pictures. Let me just go into Cartoon People. And let's see, I'm gonna just insert a picture here. Doesn't matter. I don't know, let's just take this fellow here. So I click it and I go insert. Right, and that's what I get here. Okay, now that I have this picture here, so once again, whenever you have a, what I'm doing is I'm left clicking, holding, and dragging. And I can left click here, hold, and drag. If I right click, I get a context menu of these different options here. If I put the mouse right here, right click, I get that same context menu. And once again, I have the resize handles right here. So these are resize handles. I put the mouse over one of the circles, left click, hold, and drag. And I get a, I can drag it. So I can drag it, put the mouse right here. I can drag it horizontally. I can drag it vertically. I can drag it diagonally, so on. And here I can rotate it. So put the mouse over the circle, the circular arrow, left click, hold, and I can just drag this. And all this. And that applies to every Microsoft application. Okay, so now let me just go back into it. So now if I click one of these, I'm going to click this one right here. And let me just get rid of this one. And I'm going to click this one right here, put the mouse right here, click it, and get rid of that. Okay, so this is what I have here. Now, when I click the picture here, this tab appears. If I click the tab, I can perform certain operations to it. Okay. For example, I can add a border to this, and if I click here, this is what I get. I get a border to this image right here. I can go here and change this, the border. Okay. Now I can't do that. I can't do it like this to all the pictures. For example, if I click here and go picture format, I will not have that same option here. Okay, so just bear that in mind. It depends on the type of picture that you're using. I think this picture here is a, I think it's a GIF. I have to, don't know if I can get the, yeah, I'm not sure what kind of a picture this is. This one I'm pretty sure is a JPEG. Okay, so here, if I click it again, I go into graphic format. I can change the outline. And I'm pretty sure I can only do with GIFs. I have to check on this. Now here, gradient fill, if I click here and go down to standard colors, I can cycle through these. I can go here to more colors, get that honeycomb choice, okay, and click one of these and click OK. Now the outline. Okay. So if I go down here, I use this one a lot, the weight, to give me a thick outline. And I have 1/4 point, half point, and so on. I'm going to go down here to 4.5 points. And you can see that's what I get right there. Let me go back into the outline here. I'm going to change the outline to, let's say, yeah, bit of black. So that's what I get there. So if, as you can see, if you're very color coordinated and you're into graphic designs, you could really have a field day with all of this. All right, so let me just now go click this, make sure it's clicked. Go into graphic effects. And now I have some preset effects. For example, I can create a bevel and so on. I can add shadow to it. I can create a reflection to it. I go here, let's say, click this one right here. Okay, now I have this reflection here. See, there's a bit of a reflection right there. And this type of image would look good with a kind of a picture with a water in it. Right, so let me go back into graphic effects. I'm going to remove that reflection, go back, see what else I have here. Go here to bevel, and I'm going to click this one right here. And you don't notice the bevel effect too much. Okay, here. Yeah, you can't really see the bevel effect too much. I'm going to click right here. Go back into graphic effects. Then click here, 3D rotation. Yeah, I can just rotate it different ways. With every new version of Microsoft Office, they're always adding new functions to it. Low here. Okay, that just gives me the nice glow right there. Okay. Now I'm just going to press. I'm going to make a duplicate of this picture. And once again, to make a duplicate, you press Control and D, and that's a standard shortcut key for most Microsoft applications. I'm going to click it, press Control and D. So now I've got two pictures here. And I'm going to take the first one. I'm going to change the graphic fill. I'm going to go and change it to, let's say, green. So now I have two pictures here. I'm going to press Control and D and duplicate that again. Click this one, go into graphic fill. And I'm going to change this one to red. All right, so now I've got three pictures, identical pictures, different colors. One in front of the other. So the red one is in front of the green one. The green one is in front of the pink one. So now, once again, if I want to change the order, I'm going to put them closer together. Left click and drag. Okay, if I want to change the order, I want to send the red one back. What can I do? I can just go right here, click it, and I'm going to go send back. And that'll put him all the way, let me click him, all the way behind everyone else. If I click this one here, the green picture, and I have send backward, and I have send back. If I send backward, okay, it's just going to, as I recall, yes, it's only going to put him behind the first one. Okay? let me undo that. Okay, so you click the picture. You have send back and send backwards. Okay, send back will put it all the way to the very back of your layers. Okay, so I click here and that goes all the way to the very back. Click it. Let me press Control and Z to undo that. And if I click send back backward, okay, it only brings it back to the one behind. Okay. Now let's if I look here, okay, I'm going to click out of here. Now I lose everything. I lose the tab, right? If I click one of these, I get the tab back, the graphic format. All right, now if you look here, selection pane, I'm going to click this one right here. I can also move it back using this way as well. Okay, if you like here, I click the selection pane, and when I click this button right here, selection pane, this window pane appears right here, and I have the 4 objects here. So I've got the picture of the desert. I'm going to double click it, and I'm going to call it desert. Okay, so this one here is pink. I'm going to double click it, and I'm going to call it pink. This one here is green. I'm going to just double click it and call it green. And this one here is red, and I'm going to just double click it and call it red. All right, so now I can move the ordering just by here. Okay, so I'm going to put the mouse right here, left click, hold, and drag. When I left click, hold, and drag, my mouse changes into rather there's a horizontal orange line, and now if I left click and release, that's what happens. So if I put them on, I want to put this right here. Now the desert is the last one. Okay, I'm going to click the desert, and I'm going to bring it right up front. Okay, now it's front. If I click the desert, I move it, let's say, behind the red. Okay, that's what I get right there, and so on. And if I want, I can click right here, the eye. If I click it here, I will not see it. Okay, it's still there. It's in memory. Okay, and here I can lock it. That prevents it from being moved. Okay, might be jumping ahead. I just want to see if we're going to talk about the crop tool. The crop tool is very handy. Okay, now another thing, when you're studying for tomorrow's quiz and for the exam, okay, when you come to, when you're looking through the handout, you'll see this section here, skills you learn, okay? Right after that, okay, just make sure you understand these points and commit them to memory, okay? Okay, so in the slide thumbnail pane, click slides, okay, so in Bing image search box type cinnamon, okay, so Bing is very important. Let me just see, I wanted to show you the crop tool and then if that's going to be on here. No, I can't recall if I saw the crop tool here. Just bear with me 1 second. I gotta find that crop tool. Okay. Okay, the crop tool. Where is it? This crop tool is very handy. I'm going to just click this image right here. So click it, and I'm going to go into graphics tool. And Microsoft has introduced this function called crop tool, and it's only a couple of years ago they put this in here. if I click one of these pictures right here and click the crop tool, okay, this is what happens. I get these little right angles and these horizontal and vertical lines appearing. Now, if I just put the mouse over one of these symbols, like this, let's say this vertical line right here, my mouse changes into a perpendicular sort of a symbol here, like a sideways T. And if I left click and drag, okay, I can crop that image. Now, if I press out, that's what I get there. Right? So now I've cut off the picture. The picture is not totally cut off, right? It's still in memory. Now, if I press Control Z to undo what I just did, okay, get it back. And I'm going to just crop it from here now. I'm going to put the mouse over the right angle and do that. And now press click out. Right, so now I have this. Okay, so the cropping image, this crop, this I think Microsoft got from Photoshop. So the cropping essentially allows you to trim the picture. Right? So any picture you want to trim, you can do with the cropping tool. Okay, and that's this. Let me undo this. There's a feature. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to show you the crop. There's other features to this as well. Press Control Z to do this. Okay, let me just look at. I just want to look at the picture now. You notice the difference here. When I click picture format, it says picture format now. So when I click the picture, it says picture format. Okay. Now if I click here, I get a different set of options here for a picture like this. Let me just click there. I'm gonna hide that. Hide this one. And oops, not that one. This one and hide this one. Let me just put it back. All right, so when I click a picture, okay, this is a JPEG picture. I get this tab appearing, and I get these options here, and these options are applicable to real life pictures. Right? So if let's say, look at the picture styles here. I'm going to click right here, and if let me just move this out here. This is a nice little feature for frames. Okay, so if I cycle through, click the picture, and click right here, the arrow, and if I cycle through these, okay, I can pick one of these frame types. Right? So there's some very very colorful images that you can use. I see that has a 3D effect, a bevel perspective, and like I said, each of these has a name to it, so I just bear that in mind. Sometimes I've noticed that the images don't always turn out too well. So just be aware, these bevel images don't always appear well when you try and convert this into a movie. Okay, and we'll talk about how you can convert this into a movie. I'm just going to leave it at pick this one right here. Yeah, that looks nice. Right, so now if I go here, picture border, okay, I can add a border to this as well. And if I just click here, let me see how that border is. Yeah, so if I go down here to weight, I can change the thickness of the border. And if I click here, more lines, I should get more options here. A solid line and a gradient line and so on. Let's just stay out of that one. Okay, and picture layout, I'm going to click here. And these are just different layouts that you can apply to a picture. And this is like smart text, okay? So you can apply text here as well. Okay, we'll talk about a bit more about this tomorrow. Does anyone have any questions about the test tomorrow?
Excuse me, sir.
Sorry, somebody said something and
Yes, I'm wondering if we should know all the features about picture format and graphic format.
Oh no, you won't have to know all that. No, that's yeah, that's just for your own. There'll be if there's a question on pictures, it's going to be a very, very general question, right? It won't be that specific, like what I just told you, okay? Like what I just showed you. Yeah.
Okay.
What? Let me just. I'm just checking the thing here. Yeah. Okay, so no more questions. So please, I think I'm still missing a few assignments. Okay, Shabana, I'll speak to you in a few minutes. Yeah. Did anyone else want me to speak to them about their assignment? I've gotten about 95% of them back.
Sir, I just want to know if you have mine because I sent it 2 times now to your email.
Sorry, Rigato, what did you say? I have your Excel assignment.
Yeah, and okay then, no problem. And the
Yeah.
PowerPoint, you have it?
Yeah, I got that one too. Yeah.
All right, all right.
Yeah, Amina, go ahead.
I'll be unavailable just before we end the class, so I want to mention that my attendance, like I was in class, so if you're calling my name later on and I don't reply because I'm having a meeting
When
now.
was it yesterday? I called your name and you didn't respond.
So now I was in class yesterday. I took my attendance, but for now,
Oh no, I haven't taken the attendance yet. I'll take the attendance in just 1 minute.
Okay, because I'll soon be off, and if you're calling names, I'm going to be on a meeting now. So
Okay, yeah. No problem. Yeah, Huda, I'll send you your marks for the Excel assignment tonight. Okay, so I'll send you the your Excel assignment back with the mark inside. Okay. Okay, so let me just take the attendance then. Something's missing here. As the dean, I know you have someone. Okay, today is Wednesday. Right, yeah, as the dean was here. Okay. Chris is here, I do believe.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Shabana, she's here. Yusra, yes, she's here. Ian Hong is here, I know. Joanna, is she here? Yeah, I think Joanna's here. Cesar Marine, yes, she's here. Maurice is here. Alexia is here. Santiago is here. Christiana's here. Zenaida, is Zenaida here? Zenaida, are you here? Yes.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Okay, great. Verna, yes, she's here. Rigato, she's here. Evelyn is here. Kara is here, I believe. Luis, oh, Luis here? Oh, it's not what you're, so you mean sending to your, just the Outlook or like, sending to my? Can you text the IT department and see what his? I'll give you Hugo's email address. Just 1 second, hold on. You can, yeah. Okay. Okay, so Lewis is here. Okay, Huda is here, I believe. Amina's here. Oh, Seneth, is she here? I don't think she's here. Okay, Seneth, she's not here. I think.
Sorry, did you say my name?
Who is that?
Huda?
Yeah, Huda. Yeah, I have you here. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So if there are no more questions, I need to speak to Luis and Shabana. So, Luis, let me. Oh, there. Yusra sent. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can. It goes to Hugo or Said, and it goes to another person there. Yeah, then get it. Yeah. Okay.
So you put me present?
Yeah, Regato, I got you. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Santiago, yeah, I got you. Yes.
Hi, sir. Just a quick question.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's quiz is going to be similar to last week's quiz, so to speak.
Yeah. There'll be
Okay.
20 questions. Yeah, I think it was 20 questions. Yeah. 20
Okay.
questions,
Okay.
Yeah. Just make sure you study the chapter 1 and chapter 2 of PowerPoint. I'll take all the questions there. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, no problem. I'm gonna send it through I'll give you a link, right? Through Google. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I was going to give you an assignment for PowerPoint, but I had to talk about other topics which I won't be able to get to until tomorrow, right? So I thought it's better if I better just give you a test for tomorrow instead of the assignment, right? So tomorrow's test will be with 15% of your mark, right? Oh, okay, great. No problems.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, Maurice, yeah.
Is the presentation that we just sent to you today, is that a practice or?
That was just a practice. I'm just gonna look at it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Just
see-
making sure.
like
Thank you.
No problem. Yeah. Quick look.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay, bye. See you tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Bye. See you tomorrow. Yes.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, Shabana, you want to talk to me about your yeah.
Yes, actually, is there any like a link to a video or something? Because I feel like I missed quite a bit, and I'm having a little bit trouble completing my assignment because of that.
Well, for the see, we don't record these classes. That's kind of a disadvantage. So the only link is towards those the activities we did, right? On the 4 activities, the 4 chapters we've done. Okay.
Yeah.
But this one here, if you want, let's just which one are you having problems with? Do you have your assignment right now? You take a look at
Yes,
it.
I do have my assignment with me.
Yeah.
1 minute. Having a little bit trouble, like question number 7 in cells E5 to E8. Enter
Okay,
count.
just can you share out your screen with me?
Oh, sure. Need permission. Okay.